All right, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Wiseguys NFL Week 18 Best Bet Show with the man himself, coming straight from the cage, Anthony Gargano. What's up, my man?
What's up, my brother? We are in baseball mode. Never too early, as my 9-year-old has two practices today, 9:30 and 2:30. So
the dedication. You know, it's basketball season. They're doing baseball now. What's going on?
yeah, well, he's got that. He's also playing basketball. So we have two baseball practices and a basketball game today.
I love it.
And I have a basketball game with the older one tonight. So my day is Daddy's U Sports. I love it, though. I got to tell you.
Listen, I have daughters, so today I'm going to Ulta. We're going to look at beauty equipment for a couple of hours. And then for my little one, we'll go over to Bath and Body Works. They're going to smell the little fragrances for about an hour and a half. Pick one out. Same thing.
You know what? Here's the thing, though. When you're old and decrepit, the girls will take care of you. My boys will just put me aside. They'll put me out back and shoot me.
They'll call you once a week. Hey,
exactly.
Pops, how's it going over there? How's it going?
All right. Yeah.
All right. Talk to you later.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get into it because we got a big slate of crazy games, people with stuff to play for, no motivate. This is the Cuz specialty week. I got a feeling. So
we did well last week.
Except for the Jets.
Yes, that was the only one. Yeah.
Freaking Jets, man. And now this week they're going to come through, but they've been murdering the. But yeah, great calls last week. And yeah, we're going to get right back into it. Jump in, talk some games. So we're starting with the Saturday slate, Cuz. First game, Chiefs at the Raiders. Raiders with nothing to play for. Chiefs win for the bye week.
Stidham, who was a sensation last week.
Studham. A stud.
He was Studham. Yeah, he was incredible.
I don't think he can do it again, Cuz. I don't know that that's happening again, where he looks amazing out there.
Yeah, I hear you. I heard that they're not going to use Jacobs as much. FYI, you DFSers.
Oh yeah, we're talking. Zamir White.
Yes, so I don't. I would. I'd be careful with the Jacobs thing. Listen, ultimately, I like Kansas City. I would lay the points. I'm not anxious to lay 9 on the road, but I look at Kansas City and go, they're going to score every time. It's home field. Andy's playing. That bye is a huge thing, and I know Andy really well. I know Andy and Spags. They're my guys. In fact, this was a gift.
Oh, nice.
That was a gift from Andy. So, I'm telling you, I like them today. I think they roll. And again, the Raiders, they're playing for the Brady thing. So I'll take the Chiefs and I'll lay the points.
They need home field advantage.
It's the bye. The bye more than anything is a huge thing. We'll find out because I think Buffalo's going to win too. So we'll find out what happens.
I think they get it. No, it's the Chiefs. They're getting it.
Well, they're still talking.
They might do the weird thing. You're right.
Yeah,
with the neutral. Yeah,
they can do a neutral field because they've talked about that for years. So that could be something to look out for.
Yeah, that'll be weird. But yeah, I agree with you. And 8.5 is not. I don't think that much to lay in this situation. But I do like to pull that under the 7 if I can. But I'm good with this one.
Yeah.
Like this is a good teaser opportunity. I think if you're doing a teaser this week and you got KC minus 8.5, you push it to -2. You're basically locking in a win. Lock in the win.
I agree. I do. I agree. You could do like those fun parlays where you could take Kansas City -3. You could mess around with the spread. Take bring Kansas City all the way down. You could bring Buffalo all the way down. You could have some fun with that stuff. So, yeah, I think this is that the lines are overinflated. Like I know the Eagles are 14, which is a lot of points. I mean, it's amazing the numbers that have come out.
Yeah, it might be overinflated against the teams that have nothing to play for as well. But I think
did you see there's a great stat over the last. Oh, I got to remember the stat itself, how long it was. The teams that have nothing to play for are the record is 22. The last like 58 games, the record is 22-36 outright, which isn't bad because those are outright winners, and against the spread, it's even higher, obviously higher percentage. So, be careful of those teams that are playing teams that need to win versus teams that have nothing to play for, because that could be a bit of a trap. I have two, I love two games this weekend. One is pizza bet outright piece.
All right, stick around.
Yes.
For the pizza bet. I love it.
Yeah.
Little chic bet. You push all the chips in.
Yeah, it's the Sheik, my man, the Sheik. Yep.
I like it. All right, so yeah, first game though, KC. I think they roll here, but maybe locking in the win. So I might look to tease that one with another game as we.
And
as
I
we
like
go through.
Mahomes as a prop. I like Mahomes passing yardage over. I mean, look, every week he's at 320 plus yards. I think he does the same thing. I think they try to win. They're going to throw to win. And remember, all those little, dump offs to McKinnon, that's Andy's favorite stuff. That's his run game, those short throws. So I love Mahomes over in the passing props.
I like it. And yeah, it's interesting. The Chiefs seem to do this late year every year. Just around playoff time, they do like get a running back involved in the passing game, like what they've done with McKinnon. I remember a couple of years ago, Darrell Williams basically carried people to fantasy championships and then beyond in the playoffs. So they've done this before.
Yeah, it's Andy's favorite thing.
All right, next up, we got the Titans at the Jaguars. Win and you're in. This is a playoff game in Week 18. The Jaguars are 6.5-point home favorites. The Titans rolling out Josh Dobbs at the quarterback position. A little weird. Going to have to lean heavy on Derrick Henry to have a shot here. And the Jaguars look like, this is a bad matchup for the Titans, in my opinion, because the Jaguars are throwing really well. The Jaguars really can't stop the pass this season. And I think, it's open season for Zay Jones, Christian Kirk, and that whole crew. But can they cover the 6.5, which is a big number?
Yeah, I like Tennessee. I like Tennessee a lot, plus the 6.5. I think it's a field goal game. I think it's going to be a higher scoring game. Because again, Jacksonville's defense is not a great defense, and I like Tennessee. I think Vrabel's a terrific coach, and he'll have them prepared. He'll figure something out. I love Tennessee in this game. I think Jacksonville's a public, there is a public love affair. And listen, I get it. I'm a Peterson guy, and I like all that stuff. Lawrence is a player, but I'm telling you, don't go against Vrabel in this spot.
I am not comfortable laying points. So I love that you actually took that side, because laying that many points, I do think that the Jaguars could pull this off, because there's a scenario where Josh Dobbs just can't bring him back. But let me take a look at the sharp side, square side. Yeah, I'm not seeing too much on the handles that's kind of pointing me in a direction here. But I agree with you. I think laying those 6.5, the Titans probably could cover that, and I really don't mind pushing another 6.5 on them as part of that KC teaser. You get Titans plus 13 and lock it up.
Yeah.
Succa Bet. It's a Succa Bet. All right. That deals with the Saturday slate, and an exciting one for DFS purposes, but we'll put that aside. Get into Sunday. The first game is a stinker, because it's a stinker. The Titans at the Colts, 2.5-point Colts home favorites. They're rolling out Sam Ellinger at quarterback. No one has anything to play for. And Mills and Driscoll are splitting quarterback duties for the Texans. It's gross over there. It's gross.
Yeah, I have no interest in that game. I don't like the side. I say flush it. Don't watch it. It's a horrible football. No, I'm out.
Yeah, no interest. I agree. Thank you for not taking too long with that one, because who the hell wants to bet that game? All right. Baltimore at Cincinnati. Baltimore, nothing to play for at this point. Bengals win. They could push up to maybe the 2 seed. They have a chance at the 1 seed, but they won't, because the Chiefs will have won already. So at that point, It's going to be the 2nd seed, the 3rd seed. They don't have a lot to play for, but they're favored by 9 in this one, the Bengals. And they have torn up the Ravens. Just like the same way the Bengals can't beat the Browns, they tear up the Ravens. I don't know why.
Yeah, and listen, you could see the Ravens were frustrated with Lamar. Having known Harbaugh, I think Harb's, you could see it, man. He's frustrated. I don't blame him. And I think you look at Huntley, and God bless him. He's tried. He's banged up, man. He's got a hamstring. He's got an elbow. He's banged up in a big way. The problem is that I think the line is a fat line. I would lay with Cincy, but the whole issue is, you're talking about a big number, and motivation is a big thing. I mean, I like Cincy in the game, but not enough to bet it. I just think it's a tough spot.
Ravens can't score. They can't score. They got no offense. Huntley's been terrible. They have no offense. They have no wide receivers. They're going to have a hard time putting points on the board. But you're right. 9 point. Again, another teasable game here could be added to that group.
Like if you want to lay 3, you lay 3. That's where you got Chiefs and Cincinnati, and you parlay it. And I'm a big believer in the parlay as opposed to the teaser. Just like you can mess around.
Just pick the number. You're right. It's easy to say teaser for the purpose of the show. But yes.
So, but you're using a number and you parlay them. Like there's like 3 games. Like if you want, again, you can get plus money out of it if you're going to lay 3 with Kansas City, Cincinnati, the Eagles. You parlay those 3, laying 3 points apiece, you're going to be in the plus territory. So,
and these are locked. These are effectively locked in wins. These teams are going to win their games.
Yeah, I think so.
That's what I'm saying. I like it. It feels like a lower risk. People like that's a donkey play. I don't care. It's a low risk win. If it's a donkey, I want the donkey play.
I usually don't like the donkey. I usually like the Succa Bet, but in this spot, these numbers are way inflated because of who needs what, and I'm not interested. Like I don't want Huntley in 9. I don't want.
No, that's where I'm going with it. I don't want that side either. I get it's inflated, but I don't want to. Do I want to sit here and root for Huntley to score? That guy's looked horrible.
I mean, you could see them where they're going to struggle. So I would take, again, I would buy it all the way down and parlay it. This way, you're not laying all that juice.
Now, this is an interesting one, and it speaks to your teams with nothing to play, but still winning the game. I'm telling you, I got a feeling. The Jets are at Miami, cuz. Jets are now 3.5-point favorites, and interestingly, the line moved down. It got worse when they announced Flacco was going to be the starting quarterback, and I think Flacco was the best of the group, and it gave him the best chance to win.
Dude, you and I are on the same page. And by the way, tomorrow you and I are going to load up on Garrett Wilson.
There it is. That's what I'm talking about.
He's a great prop tomorrow. Great prop. Yeah.
Love it. And Tyler
Flacco could throw it. By the way, I'm sitting about 25 minutes where Joe Flacco lives.
Oh, nice. Well, Steelers.
Right in South Jersey.
He lives in South Jersey? What the hell is he doing down there?
That's where he lives, where he's from.
Oh, he's from there. All right. Nice. Yeah, so looking at this game, cuz the Dolphins are rolling out Skylar Thompson
from Breaking Bad.
That is not a good scene at all.
Yeah. I like the Jets. I like the Jets all day long. I like the Jets, and I like some props in there. I agree. I like the Jets a lot.
To me, it's a mistake. They mispriced. Flacco's better. He gives them a better shot than a ribbed, injuried Mike White. By the way, I stand by that Mike White would have been a decent play, except for the ribs are clearly messed up. He cannot throw the ball. That's the issue. So give me Joe Flacco. Joe Flacco was the most competent of all the quarterbacks for the Jets this season. Elevate not just Garrett Wilson, Corey Davis, Tyler Conklin, freaking Elijah Moore, all of it. Good. All right. We're going to bet the Jets one more time. Got to make back the money from the losses the last 2 weeks.
Jets.
Now, cuz as a gambler, since I lost 2 units on the Jets last week, couple units a week before, am I going like I got to make it back? Dude, 5 units. Make it back. Chase it? Should I chase it?
No, we don't chase it.
I want to chase it.
We don't chase.
They owe me.
Vinny chase it. You Vinny chase it. What happens? Who comes to see you?
The Armenians show up at the door.
Right. You don't want
Doosh,
that.
doosh, doosh.
Hello.
You know that DFS army that you owned?
Yeah.
Now we own it.
Yeah, it's Geek.
What? Oh shit. That's how they do it. You remember that Sharp app that you made? I made that. Shit. Should have tasted it. Shouldn't have tasted it.
No, but I like the Jets. All kidding. I do.
I like the Jets as well. All right. Another stinker, cuz yeah. This is going to be like pass. Carolina at the Saints, 3-point home favorite. Saints. No one to
Omaha.
Punt it. Just move away.
Yeah,
I only had to say it because
seriously, I got no interest in that game.
No, there's no. Yeah, fuck that game. All right. By the way, if I didn't mention the game and I just skipped it, people would be like, you forgot about the Saints Panthers game, and I'm like, oh yeah,
right. Yeah, we didn't forget
skipped it, but I had to make a show of skipping it. All right, Bucks at Atlanta.
I like Des Ridder.
There it is.
I like Atlanta. I like Atlanta in the game. Again, Brady will be out after the first or second series.
The odds makers are telling us that, but Brady.
No, in this case, he's not going to want to play. I do. I like Atlanta. I like Des Ridder. I think Atlanta wins the game, and they cover.
Yeah. I'm not going to bet that game. We're playing games with when they rest the starters, and I don't want to deal with it.
I hear you.
Because obviously, if Brady was playing, they would be significantly favored here. All right. Win and you're in New England at Buffalo. Buffalo, cousin, they have something to play for. 2 seed, so I think they want it, and the possibility of the neutral.
Oh, I love the Bills. I mean, listen, we talked about the Bills all week, obviously, because of the DeMar Hamlin situation, and I know it's been a rough go for them. I actually think they band together, and they got great news this week, and it was a lovely sentiment yesterday with DeMar FaceTiming everybody. I love Buffalo. I think Buffalo knows how to play New England, and I'll lay the 7.
I think Buffalo, and I'm going to make a little prediction right now, cuz the togetherness, the team bond, the whole emotional experience, this unites this team in a way that turns them into a team of destiny.
Listen, they should be a team of destiny. They're a great team. I mean, they're a team that lost a heartbreaker to the Chiefs last year. I thought that they would win it this year. They deserve it. If there's any kind of sports god, the Bills Mafia finally gets the Super Bowl. They deserve one.
This is what I'm saying. I just there's a 30 for 30 about this that ends with the Super Bowl win. So we'll see. Yep. We'll see. Starts this week. I don't even mind laying the 7 here. Patriots have to win, but I think you got trouble. But once again, it's one of those numbers that you can add to that 6.5 point teaser. By the way, we're at plus 220 on that teaser because we just added our 4th team.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, that thing is going up for some plus. There's no more Succa Bet. It's not a Succa Bet. I'm getting plus money. All right. The Vikings. The Vikings are at Chicago. You ready for this? Nathaniel Peterman. Now, I got to talk to you about this.
Mr. Peterman.
Mr. Peterman. Maybe he's good, and we all don't know it.
No, he's not good. I know he's not. Nate Peterman stinks. Yeah.
Well, how does he keep? I
don't know.
I feel like I want that job. I want to be the backup quarterback that can throw 5 interceptions in the first quarter and still have a job.
Yep. Goes back to his pit days. Yeah, I know.
He's a good locker room guy.
Yep.
Okay. That's
He's
cool.
A big coach.
Here's the thing about this game, cuz I'm not sure that even -6 is a line where the Vikings actually aren't starting guys either. But yet there's a lot of, so I don't, I need you to tell me, you've been on sports talk radio all week. You're talking about the narratives. Are we thinking that the Vikings are going to play this game out to try to get Justin Jefferson 190 yards and the receiving record? Is this a thing? Do I got to play these players in DFS?
I could see it. I could totally see it. Listen, he wants it. If I'm a coach, and I know a lot of the guys, I know a lot of coaches in the league, and the best way to, I don't want to say curry favor, but to make sure you got guys on your side is to reward them. And that's a great reward for a player to be able to go and get that kind of record, something that he cares about.
And you start the whole team for this record?
Yeah.
All right. It's the mystery of week. For me, it's the mystery of
I mean, listen, I don't know what they're going to do. Do I think that there's a chance that they try to get him the record? I do. I don't know how long they're going to play him. I don't know what the deal is, but my hunch tells me, and been around, is that they will try to get him the record. And I wouldn't play the game. I mean, to me, it's Minnesota or nobody, but I'm not anxious to play it because I just don't. If there's too many variables, too much you don't know, you can't force a play.
I mean, for me, even if the Vikings rest their starters, I think they win by 6 here. Chicago's backups are horrible. Like the team is so much worse. I think the Vikings. I'm comfortable taking the Vikings here, put them in the team, whatever. But my issue is I just don't know if I could DFS them. But that's another show. I needed to ask you. Give me some. You've got the knowledge.
I would. Okay, so I'll use Geek's verbiage. I would put them in. I'd have to have Jefferson in 15 to 20% of my lineups.
Yeah, you got to take the shot. That is what it is. And I'm be listening for blurbs. So what I'm listening for blurbs for any words from that head coach that says, "Yeah, we're going to try to get it for him." Give me any hint, and I'll be good. All right. Here's another one. So the Steelers, they're at home. They need to win, cuz.
I like Pittsburgh. I got to tell you, I like Pittsburgh in the game. They're in Pittsburgh. They want to have a winning record for Tomlin. Tomlin's about forward momentum. Forget about the playoffs. I mean, they're not going to make the playoffs, and it's a long shot. But they like forward momentum, and I think they're good. I think they got to get rid of Matt Canada, their offensive coordinator. But I like where Pittsburgh's headed. I really do. I think I like Pickett. I love Pickens. Najee ran really hard last week. And if they had any kind of they still got Deontay Johnson, any kind of, OC gets more out of that offense. I like them. I think Cleveland's dead. I think they're in recap for next year. The last half of the season was just to get Deshaun Watson reacclimated to the league.
They're just knocking the rust off.
Yeah, I told you he would be horrible, and it's pretty obvious.
I think. By the way, I think he'll be fine next year. Full off season, full training.
Yeah, he'll be back. Listen, he's a player. Yeah. He'll be back.
I like the call here. Steelers minus 2.5, and you're right. Yeah, Najee's been playing well. I don't think Pickett has been playing all that well.
I like Pickett.
He's got a little swagger. He's got a little swag.
I do. I like him. I think a better OC will get more out of him.
Yeah, we'll see. But he's also young. Listen, Trevor Lawrence looked like absolute trash for a year and a half.
I'm bullish on Pickett. Yeah, I really am.
He'll be fine. All right, moving on. But yeah, the side here is Pittsburgh for sure. Minus 2.5, especially. You don't even have to do anything with that number. They win. You're good to go. I think it will be a close game though. All right. Chargers at Denver. Denver 3-point favorites. Chargers, nothing to play for. Nothing.
Yeah, I like Denver in the game because of that.
Yeah, I do. I'm not betting Denver, by the way, because I'm not. I don't know.
No, I know. Listen, I wouldn't tell you to bet Denver, but yeah. I think I think Denver goes out to try to play and try to get feel better about themselves for next year. I believe in that. And I believe the Chargers have nothing to play for, so there's going to be no Herbert. I'll take that all day long.
One of the DFS angles that people use is they look at these games where there's nothing to play, and I hate this angle. And then you start grabbing like the DeAndre Carter, number 4 wide receiver that's going to be like the number 1, right? That makes Week 18 annoying. I don't enjoy that aspect of Week 18, having to figure out, okay, who's the 4th stringer, like, on this team, like Josh Palmer going to be on the field with some random back. I don't like it, but it's one of the hard parts of the DFS purposes. Like, I just ignore that stuff. But
that's why I love your DFS videos, and you had something that I thought was brilliant, and that was in the playoffs. You always go with your studs.
Yes.
Because the studs always come to play in the playoffs. They always feed the rock to your studs. And that's a geekism.
Yeah, you have to get rid of. We get used to the regular season where a random nobody pops up out of nowhere and gets half the touch. Teams lean heavy on what they do best, on their studs in those playoff games. So it makes DFS a little more straightforward. Samaje Perine doesn't usually bust out with a huge game in the playoffs. It's going to be mixed in. That's the stuff that you want to be.
Are you shocked that I can quote the Geek?
Yeah, I'm surprised you remember that. That's good stuff. You really do watch.
I do.
You really
I'm
do
not
like
joking. I love the Geek.
He really does. I love it. That's awesome. By the way, reminder. So you're watching the Wiseguys on the Sharp app. Geek and Cuz Gargano here. And if you want our plays, our official plays after the show, we've been giving them out in the Sharp app Discord in my channel. So make sure you're signed up at the Sharp app as a pro subscriber. You can get into the Discord, follow all my plays, follow all Cuz's plays. Last week, even when we don't do a show, everyone's like, who got the plays for Cuz? Who got the plays? Who got those plays?
Find them in the Discord. Yeah,
I got the plays.
We'll be doing it during the playoffs, so we'll be getting you stuff.
Yeah, and absolutely spectacular. If you've watched the Wiseguys all season, man, really spectacular record. Just it's been the pizza bets. It's been a great season. So thank you for that. It's really been incredible, and everybody who's followed along has I get DMs constantly. Oh my God, Cuz is the man. So I love it. All right. Speaking of games, I don't know what I'm speaking of. The Cardinals at San Francisco, 14-point favored. San Francisco Cardinals dead in the water here. San Francisco.
Yeah, I have no interest in the game.
Yeah, you want to worry about covering 14? That's effectively what's going on.
Yeah, I have no interest. I hate the Cardinals. Kingsbury's got to go. I have no interest. I think
when Kingsbury goes, that Kyler Murray can turn it around. Can Kyler Murray turn it
around?
No,
I don't believe in Kyler Murray. I think he's got talent, but I think he's petulant, and I think he's got a bad makeup.
Yeah, I don't think he's got the right personality for being a great football player.
No, and that's why I look at a kid like Jalen Hurts, who's got the personality and the makeup of a winner. And I just don't say it enough unless Murray, matures. I mean, that's what has to happen with him.
Either a great coach could turn him around or it can't be done. I don't think he's there as a player. It's funny. Somebody offered me in a dynasty league on that note, somebody, was talking about a trade of Daniel Jones, maybe for Kyler Murray and that kind of, I think Kyler Murray is much better than Jones, the guy says. And I go, maybe, but maybe not. Like, I don't know. Dennis Jones, he went from a boy to a man in last week. I saw like a bar mitzvah happening. You know what I'm saying? He's a man now. After last week, he's out there like, no, give it to me. I'm taking it myself. Dude, we're up 31-3. Give it to me. Okay. Sorry. You got it, Danny Jones. I loved it. But we got Dallas at Washington here.
Yeah, I like Sam Howell to have a game. I got a weird vibe with Sam Howell. I liked him a little in the preseason. I liked him in college. I think it's a good spot for Sam Howell to have a good game.
I'll give you a little DFS sneakiness here. If Sam Howell has a good game, and that's a big if, because enjoyed play, but a big if. Jonathan Williams is the starting running back for the Commanders this week. No Robinson, no Gibson, Jonathan Williams. And if they're playing competent offense at all, Jonathan Williams at min salary is going to be a really, really interesting, playable spot in DFS. A nice little prop that you could probably get for like over a very small number, like 29 or 35 yards. Probably should have checked that before I opened my mouth. Didn't, but whatever. But as far as this game goes, no, I'm not betting Washington +7.
Yeah.
No. I like the Howell call, but in terms of against the spread here, listen, Dallas kind of.
Nah, I don't want to bet spread. It's too many unknown variables again.
Yeah, not going there. Dallas can absolutely destroy these people. So I think Dallas needs to win also, or they're going to play it. There is some scenario, although I think the Eagles winning will eliminate that, and so they'll see.
Yeah, they're playing at the same time, so that's why.
So they're going to play the game, and if they're playing this game against Sam Howell, the Cowboys are going to dominate them. Another nice little candidate for your teaser. All these 7-pointers, 5, 6, 7 teams. It's money line, not I say teaser, but just a nice little money line parlay. All right. Giants, Eagles. Eagles 14 points. Giants claiming that, quote, they're going to play the starters some. They ain't playing those starters, the line.
Nah, they'll play a couple series and that'll be that.
Yeah.
I listen, Hurts is going to play. The thing I worry about with Jalen is, can you run him like you normally run him on RPOs? Because you still have to protect the shoulder. They need the game desperately because you got to get the bye week. Eagles will win the game. Obviously, that's my hometown team. I think the Eagles will win. I just not in a hurry to lay for. I just think that number is too big. I got a friend of mine, the big brain, who's a whale better, and he's a big time sharp guy, and he's all over the Giants now. I wouldn't do that either. To me, you could add the Eagles and lay 3 or late whatever you want to do with.
This one, I'm ignoring it. I'm ignoring it. You know, the Giants' backup quarterback Tyrod Taylor is good. One of the better backups you're going to get for a 1-game sample size. Like, I don't know that the Giants lose all that much. Yeah. I think their team could play competent with that quarterback. And you're right with Hurts. Now Hurts is going to be. So let me turn this to DFS for a second. Hurts is going to be maybe the most popular play on the slate.
Yeah, I'm afraid of him. I love the kid. I'm afraid though for this game because I just don't know what that shoulder was banged up. It was bad. I mean,
though, is it the throwing shoulder or it's the throwing shoulder?
Yeah, and here's the issue: you're going to run. You can't run all those RPOs with him because you got to keep him upright for the playoffs. So you're not going to get as many rushing yards, as if you would if he was healthy.
You think? All right, let me take a little psychological question for you here. If they had won any of the previous games,
he's not playing.
He's not playing.
Nope.
So he's in there feeling the pressure.
I don't think he's feeling any pressure. I just think they want to get him back in the game. They need to win, and you also want to get him some game action before the playoffs. So you want to secure the bye, get him a little game action, and you don't want to put him in peril.
Yeah.
So you don't want to remember they run RPOs, which are different than when a quarterback scrambles or a design quarterback run. The RPO is different because the quarterback will get hit on almost every play on an RPO.
Yeah. No, it's going to be interesting to see how they treat it. I think Hurts in the pocket is fine, and his quarterbacking skills have improved a lot from the pocket. My issue is though if there's an effect on his arm from the shoulder injury, because
I would stay away from the.
Yeah, it's funny. He will be one of the most popular, probably the most popular QB by far on the slate. So it is an interesting potential spot to fade on a slate where we just went through all these games. Who the hell are you playing? Right? It's not an easy one to pick out quarterbacks at all. In Josh Allen and Burrow. So
Skylar Thompson.
I'm not playing Skylar. We're not playing Skylar. No Skylar. No Ritter. None of that. All right. Rams at Seattle. Seattle 6-point home favorites, must-win game for the Seahawks.
I like the Rams.
This is another one, cuz I love that you said that. The Rams have nothing to lose for, and this is that record that you said teams went down to play for and they just win games. You're getting 6. You taking the Rams? Is this the big bet?
No, I like the Rams, but this isn't it. The pizza bet's coming up.
Ooh. Okay. Rams +6 though. I like the play. All right. Last game of the slate. Sunday Night Football. Frozen Tundra. Maybe both teams with something to play for, but more likely the Packers win and they're in.
All right. Who do I like?
I think the Packers.
No.
The Lions.
I love Detroit. I love the Lions.
Spoiler.
Love the Lions.
I wish the Lions were at home. I do.
I love the Lions. I think the Lions are as good as the Packers. I think they play hard for this coach. I love Detroit. The Lions inflated. Wait till Sunday night to bet it. You can get probably 7. It'll probably go up to 7. Wait until that happens.
Wait until they have
the Sharp app for all your odds, and then bang, pounce on the Lions. If the Packers win, they win by 3, but the Lions can win the game outright.
Yes.
I feel it. I smell it. Lions.
Oh boy. You know what? I love that you said wait, because that really does make a lot of sense. You know, when the Lions are effectively playing for nothing, it's not likely. Oh yeah, here we go. Already DraftKings got it at +5. So it is moving in that direction. When the Lions have nothing to play for, you're right. And the public money is on the public money is on the Packers, and the sharper money is on the line. So according to the betting handle. So there we go. I like it though. You wait, let them get eliminated from the playoff contention where people think, oh, they got nothing to play for. They're gonna, and they won't though. They're gonna play it out. They have
The line will
nothing.
skyrocket.
Lions, Rams. So let's go back over this here.
All right,
A
quickly.
couple underdog spots. The Lions, I know. We're gonna roll through it real quick. The Rams, big play. Lions, big play. Giants.
Well, Lions, big play. All right, you want Lions? We'll do the 5 pizzas. All right, 5 pizzas is the play today. So 5 pizzas.
5 pizza play.
5 pizzas on the Lions. 2 pizzas on the Rams.
Rams for 2. Other spots. Mostly for the most part, Pittsburgh Steelers.
2 pizzas.
Pittsburgh. 2 pizzas.
Yes.
We've got our kind of teaser group with Minnesota.
Yeah.
Bills.
I like Tennessee for 3 pizzas tonight.
Oh yeah, there we go. Tennessee, another underdog.
I like Kansas City for 2 pizzas.
KC could be part of that.
I like Buffalo for 2 pizzas. I think Cincinnati's live for a couple pies. But again, you can mess around with the playoffs and go.
Yeah, we're gonna mess
pizza
for those
with a parlay.
Yep. Yeah, for those heavy favorites, we're gonna move that line down a little bit, make a parlay out of it, make a parlay pizza out of it.
There we go, the parlay pepperoni pie.
All right, guys. If you want the official plays every single week, you want to hang with me, Cuz, Statsational, and the crew, make sure you download the Sharp app. Get the pro subscription, of course, and you can tail bets of some really sharp players, of course. But more importantly, get all the data, the betting handle tools, and the Sharp report, all that good stuff. We will see you guys next time on another The Wiseguys. Take care.